Hey guys, Big Bear coming at you from Boynton Beach, Florida. All right, joyride. You ready for the joyride? Joyously organize your resolve into determined energy. Day 2, organize. Here's some things I do to organize. Number 1, write it down. Write it down in your handwriting. That's the law of the pen. If you write it down, you expect it to happen. What does writing it down do? It does actually some magic. It's pretty cool. Check it out now. It turns or converts or bridges the gap between your thought energy and physical energy. If you think along the lines of E equals mc squared, you have thought energy, and then you can turn it into the mc squared part, the physical mass, right? All right, the M part anyway. What does c squared mean anyway? I don't know. Another thing it does, writing it down, does for you is it engages momentum. So when you make a decision, if you write it down, that's the first step. And that little step gets you some momentum. There's other things you can do. We'll talk about that in a second. So to organize, what can you do? Write it down. Number 2, plan. But the caveat here is to be flexible. Take your got tos and your oops, your shoulda wouldas, work those into your plan. With a lot of things, sometimes too, you have to understand when is it time to drop back and either punt or just drop it all together, say F it. Much of moving forward is in having the discipline to leave much behind. And so if that's what you need to do, that's what you need to do. Make a decision, stick with it, and go. The third part of your plan, remember to be flexible. And 2, I say KISS. Keep it super simple. Don't overcomplicate things. That's what I used to do. When I stopped overcomplicating things, there started to become a flow. It became easier. It became an ease and flow instead of me trying to push uphill. So when you organize, write it down, make a plan, and then learn to reframe yourself. You look at yourself like you're a diamond and you're the diamond cutter also. Plan your angles, make your strike. See yourself kind of like an avatar, develop an avatar, and you might even meditate on that in the morning. First thing when you wake up, who are you going to be in 5 years, 10 years? Who do you want to be? Who are you gravitating into? Who do you have to be the person that you want to be in 5 years? All right. And then next, remember, you know, in organization, you just set yourself up and then you're just going to chop wood, chop wood, chop wood. You're going to carry the water, carry the water, carry the water. And you just do that. And that's mastering the mundane. You just do the daily things. You do the do until, if you're exercising a muscle, you got to build the muscle until you get to where you're going in that faction, that thing that you're doing. All right? How do you get there too? So you organize, write it down, plan, reframe yourself, and then you'll have some anchors. You can have a tombstone. You can bury the words I can't. When I quit smoking, I had a little pacifier. I had my last pack, and I wrote on there, "Are you smarter than a cigarette?" And so if I thought about a cigarette, I pull out my pack. Are you smarter than a cigarette? Yeah, I'm smarter than a cigarette. That was my pacifier. And then you can also do public affirmation. Tell people what you did about your decision. Let them hold you accountable. And if that don't work, I made a $1,000 bet. And let that hold me accountable. I don't even talk to that person anymore. The bet's still on. And it's 7 years. I'm good. What are you going to do to organize your thoughts? What are you going to do to organize yourself, your day, your life, your week? Where are you going to be in 5 years if you don't? Come on the joyride. Let's go. Peace.